EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Where's the line, Eddie?
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey.
Hey, yellow. Hey, go gun.
Pick the edge.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. And they try to sweep to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
I don't need to.
Exit. 41's the mic. Here we go, G.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Hey, you waiting?
Check.
59.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Set. You waiting?
53 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Deuce.
Omaha, ready, move. Stay 50. Omaha, ready, move.
Here's Stafford. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Monday.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Middle.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Sponge. No.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. Slam, slam, slam.
On the counter, it's Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
40 got.
Check, check.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Alert!
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's just me and you.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken in at the 22. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now here's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Texans' 47.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
65. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
An attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 44, Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader able to get him for a loss of about 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. That's a long way.
41 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, 57.
Mike 41. Guys, you're not ready. You're not ready.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 30. Delta. See me in your nightmare, son.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mahomes now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got to hook up to Jay Sternberger, the rookie. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 12, Stafford on the left side. This is Stills. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And set. Waiting.
Mike 50, huh? What we got? What we got? What we got? You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Monday.
Check your hot read.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Texans.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Out. Check.
Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went back, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Come on, fellas.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Gotta do better. 10. Come on. Kill.
Out of the gun, Stafford going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 49.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You better be afraid of me.
Stafford. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Red 80.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D.
11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Stafford. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running right, Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run the counter. It's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready. Still at 20.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
53's the mark.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow.